Good morning, Chris Whelan here from the Wellington Centre of Business Excellence. I want to talk to you today about thinking your way to the top, about what that means to have different thoughts that actually get you to where you want to go, Absolutely everything starts with a thought. It all starts between your ears. And unfortunately for many people, and this is the problem that we face, for many people, they've been told from a young age, perhaps later in life, that actually success is not really for them. Real success is not for them. For whatever reason, they're not good enough, they don't know their numbers, they're not clever enough, they've got some challenge, and they've been told that again and again and again, sometimes even inadvertently. And that's set in their heads. So they end up trapped in what I call limiting beliefs. Excuse me. And those beliefs really hold them back. They're not conscious thoughts. They're just there and they hold them back all the time. And that is tragic, because if you want to build a better business, and the reason I do what I do is because actually it really frustrates me to see people that just don't know any different. And they don't know any different because their thinking is not the way it could be. Three things that really strike me. If a person has negative thoughts and they fixate on those thoughts, and as they often inadvertently, they won't get the long-term success that they deserve. They won't get the long-term success that they want. They'll have a question mark permanently in their heads. Are they good enough? Are they good enough? Are they good enough? On the one shoulder, yep, go and do this thing. Try this new idea. On the other thing, it's not for you. And of course, the other point is that they'll have limited leadership ability and limited ability to think out of the box, to go and really embrace creative ideas. So when challenges come in, they're not challenges now, they're now problems. So those are three things that really are consequences of negative thinking. The flip side of that, though, is that if one takes good ideas and focuses on them, changes the thoughts, hang on, I can do this, I will do it, makes a decision, then that opens up possibilities, right? So firstly, it opens up big possibilities. Secondly, challenges are just that. That's all they are. They're challenges. They're things to be overcome. They're not things to hold us back. They're not things to limit us. They're not things to stop us. They're just things to overcome. And then the third thing is that we'll attract people and opportunities to ourselves, because the energy that we give out will come back to us. So positive thought starts with a thing, hang on, I can do this, I will do it, I've made a decision, I'm going to go ahead and get it done. And it opens up the possibilities, opens up, instead of facing a problem, we face a challenge and we embrace the challenge. And then, of course, the third thing is that we attract other people that think the same way, and we attract opportunities. I've seen this again and again and again and again. Let me give you a quick story about this. In fact, a couple of years ago, I was working with a client, and this person kept telling themselves that they absolutely weren't good with numbers. They kept telling themselves, they kept telling me. So I'd ask them, what was your profit last month? How many leads did you have? How many clients did you see last week? No, don't like the numbers, don't really enjoy that. Here's the thing. Business, the whole purpose of business is to make a profit, and to take that profit, invest it obviously in other things. And if you don't know the score, because business is like a game, if you don't know the score of the game, you don't know what your numbers are, how can you possibly know whether you're ahead or not? But they kept telling themselves that they weren't good. Now, something must have gone on in their background, and the consequence was that their business was erratic. Sometimes it made a bit of money, sometimes it lost a bit of money. And that's the problem that we dealt with. That was the above the surface problem. The issue is below the surface. They were really holding on to this limiting belief that they weren't good enough. By focusing on that, we bust those beliefs, we bust those limiting beliefs, and what we saw over the next period of time was that their profit picked up, their confidence picked up, their ability to engage picked up. Interestingly, in their case, they got into a different relationship, and everything changed in their lives, and their business grew. And suddenly, things that were really bugging them for the previous period of time were no longer there. And that was because we worked on changing those beliefs that they actually are good enough. They can do the numbers that they said that they can never do. And so, yeah, interesting story. Here's what I know, though, about thinking and thinking your way to the top. Everything starts, as I say, with a thought. And what we think determines who we are, and who we are determines what we do, right? So it starts with a thought, that determines who we are, and that obviously determines the behavior that we take, that we carry out. People who get to the top, right? People who get to the top of business, people who get to the top of sport, people who get to the top of their community organizations, they think differently. Right? Whether it's Elon Musk, or whether it's Richard Branson, or whether it's Mother Teresa, these are people that got to the top, if you like, of their organizations, and they think differently. They think about possibilities. They don't think about, oh, geez, can't do that. They think about, wow, I want to go over there. Let me go and make it happen. And I have to say, you want to get to the top, because it's a lot less crowded up top there. It's a lot less crowded, a lot less congested. So people that get to the top think differently. And the third thing is that we can change how we think. there's no question that we can change. That's a decision that we have to take. We have the power to think big picture. We have the power to think creatively. We have the power to focus our minds on things that are good, that are positive, that are wholesome, right? So whether you read good books, whether you focus on that the world's not all collapsing, that we're not, if you focus on a climate crisis, chances are you're going to see it. If you focus on a recession, chances are you're going to see it. If you focus on, hey, there's a possibility to build something new, there's a possibility to invest in our business, there's a possibility to climb Mount Everest, then the chances are that those things come. And it starts with making a decision, and then there are the tools that we can put in place to help that decision to come to reality. So just going back, taking the time to think differently, to think positively, to think and put your energy into that will absolutely provide opportunities for yourself, for your family, for your kids, for your business. That's no question of it. Secondly, you'll be empowered as you think differently, as you choose to make a positive contribution to your thoughts. You're choosing that will bring you different solutions. So your thinking changes the outcomes that you're doing. And then the third thing, of course, is you become a better leader in your business, in your organization, if it's not for profit, or if it's a bigger organization, smaller business. You're obviously going to make more profit because you're thinking differently, and that then allows you to do stuff. It allows you to have time. It allows you to spend best time with your family. It allows you to pay for things that you need and you want. And so everything there that I'm saying starts with thinking differently. If you need help with it, if you need help with your strategic thinking, if you need help with busting those limiting beliefs, and you want to do things differently, you want to do things better, give me a call or email me at chris@wcbe.co.nz, chris@wcbe.co.nz, and let's figure this out together. We've got nothing to lose and absolutely everything to gain. Have a fantastic day and enjoy your week. Cheers.